day I was blow drying my penis, and my wife came home and said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Warming up your dinner."
Queenslander, 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 Queenslander.
What's 6 inches long, hard as a rock, and full of semen? The sock underneath my bed.
And mine.
All right.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry. We're just going to kick it off. This is Take the Two. We Origin
guys.
edition, straight up. Should get my notes ready, hey? New South Wales, $1.40. Queensland, $3. Start, -8.5. Where does that lie with you? I'm going to tell you, Queensland, you want to pick Shibasaki over Walsh? If you balance it out, Shibasaki versus Walsh, who would you rather in your team? We're all going to say Walsh. Leave Hammer at center, and then you have to leave. Well, you have to pick Walsh at fullback. The only other thing, teams are on the screen. Not many of the Queensland players actually will make the New South Wales team. New South Wales at home. Load up. Put your house on it. Get a mortgage, get another one. Load up on New South Wales. I think the start is it's a little bit dangerous, but what are we feeling about the start with New South Wales? Is it going to be a whitewash? Where's our little buddy gone? And Vossi,
Yeah.
New South Wales by how many?
I think Queensland, they've like you just said, not picking Walsh is crazy. Even picking Papa, he can't play 40 minutes for Canberra. How's he? He's probably got 30 minutes at best. So that puts pressure on the other players. I think Hallsborough is very unlucky. New South Wales, I just don't get Kraz at 18th man. Like, I would have kept Burton because he can cover a lot more positions. But as you said, if it's a dry track, which it should be, New South Wales by plenty. Walsh should have been at fullback. He just offers that X factor. Fido just doesn't scare me.
We actually agree on something. That's it.
Yeah.
I think Queensland don't have enough points. I think New South Wales got more points than them, and Queensland with Shibasaki and Robert Toto, even though I don't mind him, I'm not scared. That's it. So I'm leaning New South Wales. Frosty, what do you think of that team?
Well, Walsh is obviously injured. He didn't look good in the last couple of games. He's limping here and there.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So, why pick Shiraz? And I don't know. I'm confused, mate. It's got me why Burton was there on the bench for 2 and he's not there for this one. Maybe old Gus Gould got into Laurie's ear, but yeah, I don't know. I'm nervous. I thought that New South Wales would wrap it up in the second one, and they didn't. So I'm really nervous.
Do you like Luai at 5'8", or what are you thinking there?
Well,
For game 3, yeah.
Is he going to be right? He had a boil, or was it a pimple? And he didn't play last week. So I mean, again, it's more out on the track running, and he wasn't. So yeah, I don't know.
So fully, do you think Luke Brooks is a bit hard done by in not being picked for game 3?
Oh, definitely, because in the previous 2 games, New South Wales didn't get the ball out wide, and they kept playing up the middle. So definitely New South Wales could have done with Luke Brooks's short flat ball to the edge runner.
Mm-hmm.
But no doubt he's 29. He's still got plenty of opportunities to come in the years.
I think Tigers were looking to re-sign him in 3 years.
That would not surprise me at all.
Could that happen?
Well, if I keep paying my membership, yeah, probably.
All right, we need a tip. I think we're all kind of on the fence, and I don't know if anyone actually knows what the hell's going to happen, but we need a tip. I'm going to tip New South Wales minus the start. It's 8.5. I think they'll just run on with it, and it might not be pretty, but they'll get the job done. Not enough points in Queensland. Vossi?
Queensland have 2 rookie centres.
Mm.
They put Val Holmes on the wing. Latrell Mitchell will carve up, man of the match. New South Wales will cover the line and go over 43.5 points. Bang, bang, bang.
Overs, that's fine. Frosty?
Holy moly, you are confident, Vossi.
Very.
We hardly saw Latrell in the second game. New South Wales were supposed to win it, and they didn't. I'll still take them, but by 2.
You know, the
Honestly.
only thing you say is that you're going overs on that line at 43, but you need Queensland to help out a bit with that.
Yeah, it's all right. They'll score 2 tries.
So Queensland 2 tries
32,
and
32-12.
that's it, hey.
32-12.
Fully, will New South Wales kick a goal? Burning question.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is, are you guys getting a lot of rain back there
Oh,
Yep.
at the minute?
crazy.
So there won't be much of a fast track.
No, it's supposed to clear up Friday.
Which Friday?
This one coming.
Good Friday.
Okay. They might maybe get a penalty goal early on in the game, I think, but other than that, probably not.
Give me a
That's
tip.
going to be 4-2, Queensland.
I reckon Queensland will win.
Oh, you're a fucking idiot. Siri, put $1 in the jar. You're a fucking idiot.
That's
Put another $1 in.
$2.
Yeah.
What am
Seriously.
I? I don't think it'll get over 43.5.
Mm.
Yeah. No.
But I'd say 14-8 Queensland.
Oof.
Wow. And I just want to inform everyone before we make our tips. Ashley Klein's the ref. So does that change anything?
Oh, hang on a minute. No, I don't know.
How much money do we have in our kitty? He got the job. He got the job for the other. Did they watch game 2? Anyway, all right.
Sad.
We got 3
Go
on
on, man.
New South Wales, 1 on Queensland. What do we do about that? What do we do about that kid? He can't even show his face. That's how embarrassed he is.
Looks like we'll have an apology for next week.
Do we have any keyboard cowards for last week?
I was just looking back on the socials, French, and I couldn't pick up anything. I think our keyboard cowards this week have got a case of the old weak gutted dogs. So we need them to fire up, surely. Have you been putting that phone number up on the screen for them to attack?
Yeah,
Or
I got
not?
one. I got one text message from Jay Salmon, and he said that he's scared, and he said hi, but I'm scared. So that's about it. We had another comment that he was after a cup of tea, but we're not sure what he was talking about. The old vampire there.
Well, what was he going to use to stir it with?
The less said, the better on that.
It's disgusting.
Righto, let's move on. What burns your piss fully? Tell me what gives you a urinary tract infection.
Oh my!
Oh, that burns like piss.
Right. So when you're driving along the road, and there's a street on the left-hand side, and the person's pulling out, and they pull out in front of you, and then they go to right in the next street straight away. So they pull out in front of you, so you brake, and then they turn right straight away, and you look in your rear vision mirror, and there's not a car in sight behind us. So they could have went. They could have went. They could have waited. They could have went. That stings. That really stings.
I'm hurting just listening to that. That's
You're doing all right in life if that's all that pisses you off.
Bossy, what do you got?
I hate when players go down in NRL for a little head knock and they're about to get up and play the ball, and the trainer sprints in, gets on his knees, holds them down, and tells them to stay down.
That's it.
Fuck, that pisses me off. That hurts when I pissed. That really hurts.
Does that
It
happen in
happened
your
4 times in one game on the weekend, and It was 3 times from the Tigers trainer. The player was about to get up, and he sprints in from behind the ruck, tells him to stay down, and then they get a penalty.
Is there a team that sticks out that does that? a lot?
Tigers.
Hmm.
We
Couldn't
need
be Para.
we need to slow the play down as much as we can.
It
Hey,
does my head in.
We got players leaving left, right, and centre. We're trying to avoid another wooden spoon. Come on, mate, give us a break. Another one that's bashing us in the media.
Seriously.
You know what burns my piss?
Tell me.
People, when you sneeze, you got to blow your nose. Reach into your pocket and pull out a hanky. That's disgusting.
That is disgusting.
I want to blow my nose, put it in there. I'll save it for later, and I'll put in a wash with all my clothes, all my nice clothes. I'll put in there for later. Right?
That's as bad as your sock.
I got a couple of hankies under my bed.
I just want to say, Frosty, do you use a hanky?
Yep.
You do?
I'd rather go through the wash than a tissue. That's for bloody sure.
Yeah, true.
Who's doing your washing? Your mother?
Oh, well,
I'm telling you what.
So.
I'm telling you what, mate. I'd
Nothing
rather
worse
a
than a
hanky
tissue.
than 2 tissues or a
Yes.
tissue. Like, it's the worst. Because
I'm
you
with
then
you.
got to re-wash the whole bloody thing, and you're worried about a disgusting hanky. No.
Mate, we buried him tough up here, and just a bushman's hanky, just a
Well, I usually use a bushman too, but I have over time used a hanky rather than tissues.
Okay, all right. Well,
Just before
When
we
you get to
move on,
my age and you've had kids, and they're the worst. Like, that's why I tissues never used to bother me, but now they do.
fully.
They leave them in their pockets.
Yes.
before we move on, just what you just said there, Francie. Oh, that's another piss burner for me. I hate that.
Yeah.
That's filth.
Spitting
What, in the sink or outside?
Oh,
anywhere.
Daniel Tupou does it on the field, on the camera, and then
Yeah.
goes like that. I'm like, oh, you pig. You're an absolute
What about
pig.
when they spew? What's the
Oh,
difference?
that's all right. I don't have a problem
Yeah,
with that.
exactly. Yeah.
You should see Tupou at the cooler bar. What he gets up to. All right, burning questions. Vossi, what's your burning question for this week?
I don't have a burning question, but I got a fun fact.
Okay.
On the weekend, every father and coach, each of their sons scored a try. Flanagan, Cleary, and
Brett
I
Arthur.
don't know who the other one was. Who was the other one?
Martin
Arthur.
Lang?
Who?
Brett Arthur?
No. Cleary scored.
You're the one with
Oh,
the facts.
Stewart.
Yes.
Stewart.
Great. That's
Right.
so.
There you go.
I didn't watch that game, so there you go.
So just checking. That's not a question.
And I
No,
got
it was a fun fact, he said.
Brad Arthur is
It's not-
definitely going to be Newcastle coach in 2026.
Who says this?
Me.
Fair enough. There you go. I'll tell news.com. Frosty, what's your burning question for this week?
Mine's the hammer. Will he break the all-time try scoring record? He's at 100 now. He's at 100 games with 66 tries.
Wow.
Ken Irvine scored 212 in 236. And Alex Johnson's at 196 tries at 228 games. So if he can stay fit.
Alex Johnson's over 200.
He's only 4 off.
I thought he was 196.
No, he's got 4 off.
You did your research from eight weeks ago.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
But yeah, I reckon he will, Frosty.
Mm.
I reckon he will. He'll get the record for sure.
Well, I don't think our podcast will be still running if he does.
Why not?
No way.
You guys be alive by then?
Probably not. Someone's retired on the beach.
Yeah, if he stays fit, then, he's got plenty of potential. I love him. But he needs to go to a good team. He needs to sit out on a wing and just be really fast and get
Catch
his
the
numbers
ball.
up.
Catch the ball and fall over the line like Alex does.
because Alex Johnson's not killing it. He's a winger.
Lee's back at
So-
fullback this week.
Well, get some betting on. Won't tell you.
Career-ending injury.
Fully, what's your burning question this week?
I didn't have one, but I could probably try and whip up something in the background. It's
Wish I hadn't
okay.
had one, but anyway, yeah.
All right. So as you know, I'm overseas. My burning question would be: over here in Thailand, you can ride a moped with no license. Don't have to have a helmet. You can get drunk in a bar and fall over and spew and carry on, and they just keep serving you. You can go and get massages wherever you like. You can go and see prostitutes. You can buy marijuana like you wouldn't believe. Anyone and everyone sells it. The burning question is, why can't you buy a vape over here? Why is it illegal to buy a vape when you can do all of everything else? And it's all hush hush. Oh, it's hilarious. They're so hush hush about it, but everything else is just open slaver.
I don't know. Do you want a vape? Do you
No, I was trying to buy them and sell them back home.
sell them back home? Yeah. Well, you can still buy them back home, but fuck, maybe I should get over there.
It's pretty funny. It's all hush hush. It's crazy. But
And
I know you blokes wouldn't have had the answer, but
none of us smoke.
you don't have the answer for many things, you blokes, anyway. So I don't know why I'm bothered.
Well, I like it, but I'm going to counter your question. Is there much footy over there where you are, or just cocktails?
Just cocktails, happy hours, and happy endings. That's all it's.
Oh well, we'll get to the we'll get to that a bit later. My burning question is, that was a great one, Fully. Have you ever had a compliment from another person about yourself that has stuck with you? Like in life, when someone just give you a compliment and you're like, good point. Thank you. All right, I'll go first. I got told I had a big penis one time, and Uncle Bob told me that, and it's just stuck with me a long time. So has anyone had that compliment that you're like, yeah, I remember that?
I haven't had that compliment before, but
No, I've never had that.
the compliment I've had is, oh yeah, he used to be really good at certain sport, and if he applied himself a bit better and didn't go out and carry on like an idiot and drink too many cocktails, he probably would have went on to bigger and better things. But
I reckon I've told you that before. Plenty of times.
that's why it sticks in the head.
Frosty, you got anything?
No, I don't get compliments, mate.
Fucking hell, negative Nancy.
Yep.
Well, your team went pretty
And
good
if
this
I was
week.
you, I'd be bloody getting into porno movies.
Do you want to be the cameraman?
Why not?
What do you mean? Okay, that went pretty bad.
Would you have Bossy? Did Bossy have one or not?
Nah. I just overachieve in everything.
Wow.
Like your head size.
Hey, there you go. I got told I got a big head. We actually got the tape measure out one night, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
I won.
Both of them? All right. It's time for the weekly recap from Fully. Fully, give us your weekly recap.
Okay, something a bit different this week. The Thailand edition. What have I been drinking? Plenty of Changs, Singers, which is 2 types of beer over here. A few cocktails.
What cocktail is that?
Yellow one. I don't know. I can't understand the writing. They can't understand my English, so we sort of come to a bit of mutual ground on that. So spews, I've only had 2 so far, so it's been a bit quiet on that front. Cases of swamp ass. Mate, I've lost count, to be fair. The humidity and unbelievable. I thought of you every time, Frosty. So yeah, it's been a bit uncomfortable. So best way for me to get rid of the swamp ass is to go in the pool and get rid of those bum biscuits and wash them out and whatever. Lovemaking is non-existent, but
Is that you or the lady boys?
No, not through lack of trying. But the lady boys, there's been plenty. So
Mm.
that's basically the Thailand weekly wrap.
All right.
Frenchie?
And did anyone take the 2?
No, there's one that took the 3 once.
Okay, moving on.
My mother
Frosty?
won't be watching this week's edition.
Wow.
I don't think she watched last week's either.
Well, she'll tune in for the top 3 with Frosty. Frosty, what's your number?
We're talking about the Tiger retention of the players. That's the first
Poor.
one.
It's
Benji
poor, isn't
Marshall
it?
was supposed to bloody bring, and he has bought players, don't get me wrong, but the younger ones, they're not hanging around. I mean, Galvin went. We've had Callum De Silva this week. Now there's talk about Jaden Sullivan staying at South. Like,
The centre's going too,
it's a
apparently.
worry.
Who's their centre? Robert
What's that?
Toa?
Yeah. The one that scores all the tries, he goes all right too. Apparently he's going somewhere as well.
Well, it's
Who
not
is it?
Louis.
What's the centre? The
Stafford Toa.
Oh, stop.
yeah.
I'll tell you, I'll pack his fucking bags. He's fucking rubbish.
He's going to Para.
Yeah, good. You can
Don't
have
say
him.
that.
You can have him.
So what's wrong with the Tigers? Like, surely everyone likes Benji. Does no one like Benji? What's the problem? Besides your teeth, fully.
Had a bit of pineapple stuck in it.
Mm.
Better than a pube.
It's getting in the way of the plaque.
I reckon with Benji, either love him or hate him. And the young fellas just don't like him.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bloody oath.
Wouldn't you want to be on his train? Choo choo.
I think he's too
Casual.
yeah, too easy on him. And then when he has to put his foot down, they don't like it.
Okay. What's your number 2, fully?
Frosty's right,
Frosty.
It could be me. Canberra Raiders, they're looking sure now to win the minor premiership. The coach and the team are in harmony. Remember old Jackie White, and he left to go to the Bunnies because he wanted to win the comp.
That's
True.
Whoops.
Yeah, good one.
Because they've still got 2 buys up their sleeve, and geez, they pulled my pants down. It surprised me. I thought they'd finish. Yeah. I thought they'd finish in the bottom 4, but
I think we all had that.
Good luck, though.
I think at the start of the year, we're all like, Raiders. Jeez, right down the
just
bottom.
the roster. There's not a lot there. It's just
They're just playing
they're
well.
gelling.
I still think it'd be a different story when the semis start, but
Okay.
Not if they got to play an easy team like the Bulldogs. It's a joke. Yeah. If I could, not fair.
they'll probably end up playing someone like the Storm or Broncos, I reckon.
Well,
They'll get a second bite.
if they finish
I'm just saying.
first,
Broncos,
Well, I reckon the Broncos will end up 4th.
hot and cold.
Who's
they're going to come good.
Who's tipping's that going off though? Who's tipping those games?
Yeah.
I
tell you,
think
this conversation is really burning my piss.
save it for next week. Yeah, no, I think the Raiders could come first, easy. They've got an easy draw and they're playing well. So, Buck,
Not really.
They're playing better than your team.
They're
I
just
watched
winning.
your team. Shush, Frosty, what's your number 1 for this week?
Number 1 is the PNG team.
Hmm.
They announced the board, so I didn't think it was going to happen. I got to put my house on that. PNG wouldn't be in the NRL, but I'll tell you what, the clock's ticking and they're ticking all those boxes.
Well, they better sign someone because they got a bit of competition with the Bears coming in.
Tax-free,
Not enough
baby.
players.
There's
Not enough players.
There's no drama. The Tigers offloading a lot of players. So
Jake Travojevic, 32.
Could be
Good.
all 3.
Oh,
There you go. There's a sign.
Sylvan Cobbo. There you go. Sylvan Cobbo.
Yeah, fair enough.
he's starting fullback this week.
He
Yeah.
is.
How funny is that?
Mm.
Why is it funny?
Because he's
He's
on
on
the
the
out, and
outer.
then all of a sudden he's now starting fullback.
Well, he's signed with the
They need a
Dolphins.
fullback. He's in the top 30. He's got to play.
He's signed with the
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Well, can he come this year or next year?
Has to be next year now.
Next year.
June
Well,
30's
he's
gone.
still in the team. Got to get your paycheck. I'm not allowed to sign with another company. I still got to give my 2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
So, apparently, I won't be doing much in that 2 weeks, but I'll tell you,
Wish
if you
you give
wanted me
us
to show
notice.
up. All right, we're on to the quiz.
Here we go.
The much anticipated quiz. Okay, Cameron Smith, how many games do you reckon he played for Melbourne, Australia, Queensland, the All-Star teams? How many games do you reckon he actually got through? There's a lot.
533.
Okay, the answer is 535. So
Well,
you
wow.
did pretty well. And that's straight off
Wow.
the bat with your little peanut brain.
Mm.
That's a lot. And that's not
Yeah.
including his juniors. I didn't count them in.
Shit.
Righto.
and you know what?
What?
They said he got one injury his whole career.
What was it?
Oh, something to do with the knee. He missed 1 week.
Good research. Yeah, no.
Hey, didn't he get suspended?
He missed the grand final.
He might have got
Yeah.
suspended, yeah,
Oh,
but
no.
Yeah, because he's a grub.
through injury.
Yep.
So sorry,
Kangaroos coach.
sorry, French. Speaking of grubs,
Ooh.
I was watching just some highlights of when your mob or your old mob Frosty beat Melbourne. Was it 40-0
Yep.
in the grand final?
Oh,
There's about 3 tries that Manly scored, especially the winger, and Billy Slater comes across with the knees and whack. It's grubby. It's grubby to the max. And one of them is studs up. So in soccer, it's an automatic red card. And I thought, Aaron Woods is on the money there. Billy Slater is a grub. So sorry for the old diversion there, French, but
that's okay. It's Origin Edition, and we like that. So he's a grub. And I'm not sure if you guys might remember Keith Senior from England. He was the Leeds centre. He played just under 330 odd. And he was a bald centre. He was a pretty good player, but he never made it in Australia. Didn't try, but he played 520 something. So it's a lot of footy, Moving on. Who's the most capped player who never played an international? He's from Australia. Played a lot of games in NRL. Never played an international game. Anyone have a feeling?
It'd have to be someone like.
He might have played for the Bunnies.
Yeah, Nathan Merritt.
Don't say John Sutton.
It was John Sutton.
He was shit. He was so shit.
Well,
how did he win a comp?
Well, I can tell you,
Piss off.
Played 337 games for the Bunnies. One club ban. And he never played. I don't think he played State of Origin off the top of my head, but
I think he was close, but
extended.
Yeah,
he would have played City Country, but
well, anyone could have got that gig.
All right, next question.
Jamie Buhrer.
Western played City Country.
How many City Countries did Fully play? All right, next question. Moving on. How many commentated games did Sonny Bill Williams commentate in the NRL and rugby?
Wow.
So
that's a piss burner.
35.
Frosty, you got an answer?
No. Wouldn't have a clue.
Just give me a number.
100.
That's the correct answer. Way too many. He is junk. He is the worst commentator you've ever seen in your life. Moving on to this week's tips. Okay.
Good one, bro.
How can he? Every question. Moving on from Sonny Bill. Friday night,
He's terrible.
8 o'clock. Bulldogs, Broncos. I've got to add on my phone, so I don't know the scores. I don't know the odds, but let's go $1.40 to $2.38.
You're pretty right there. It's pretty close.
I don't know.
For the Dogs, no Carraz, Crichton, and Max King. Wilson, Hughes replaced them. And for the Broncos, no Haas, Carrigan, Walsh, or Shabaski. Cobbo, Mariner, Wilson, and Hetherington replace them. Dogs.
Frosty?
Broncos.
Broncos.
Really? Okay. I thought the Dogs was an easier tip because all the Bronx are out. So I'll be on the Bulldogs, I think, with Burton playing. Raiders, Dragons, 5:30 down in Canberra. Stinky old Canberra. $1.30 for the Raiders and $3.70 for the Dragons.
Obviously, Papali and Young are out for Origin. Smithies and Mooney replace them. And for the Dragons, Val Holmes is out for Origin. Sloan, Malina, Pacific Tonga, Selly, and Molo come into the side. Stewart, Luai, Couchman, and Lawson all out injured. Geez, they had some fucking injuries in that game against Parra, didn't they? They did well to hold
Good.
on. Raiders, specials.
Raiders for me.
Flanagan still in the team?
Yeah, mate.
Give me the Raiders.
It's hard, isn't it? You have to tip the Raiders. By how many? Are we all 13 plus on that?
Oh,
Yep.
Oh,
Yes,
in
for
the
me.
end, yeah. Yeah. Be close
All
for a while.
right, let's give it a 30 plus that one.
30. Woo.
If Flanagan still gets gigs, have you seen the guy on TikTok? He's got banned from the Raiders, the Dragons page. He's a big Dragons fan. He's going around. You guys don't know.
Is that the one that Cook was whinging about in the press conference?
No, I don't think they'll whinge about one.
Oh,
Average
mate, they're
guy.
whinging about some bloke getting on there, giving it to Flanagan.
Oh, his
He scored a
name's-
try too, fully.
mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Re-sign him.
No, he said it was for you.
No doubt.
Yeah, let's get on the Raiders. We have to. Cowboys at home to the Storm. Cowboys 3.66 and Melbourne $1.29 without their Origin stars.
Yeah, so no Cotter, Dearden, and Nanai. Bateman, McLean, and Edwards replace them. And for the Storm, Coates, Munster, Grant, Liero, and Yukamukalakawaku's out. Bradley Chan in the centres. I don't like that. Wishart, Garlic, and Kamakamika start. Cows were ordinary, but how bad were the Titans? They were worse last week.
I didn't watch it.
You have to take the Storm, but if the Cows are going to beat them, this is their chance. But
Storm for me.
Storm.
Tough one for me, so I'll just go the old faithful Storm.
Mm.
I actually like the Cowboys.
Of course you do.
Put your house on them.
Where's your shirt?
They're at home. No one expects them to win.
Mm.
Storm don't have their players, but the Cowboys are not playing very well at all. I think Drinkwater's probably the best player on the field, and Hughes
Play
is there,
well.
but
Go in.
I don't know. I don't know anymore. With the Cowboys, I think there's starting to get that divide in the comp where you're like, this team, throw it in the bin. And half of them are the Tigers, Para, South, Cowboys, Titans. Starting to get that divide where you're like, this is shooing.
Yeah,
Anyway.
let's bring two more other teams into the comp, you fuckers.
Oh,
Hey. Roosters, West Tigers. Roosters $1.20. Tigers $4.45.
For the Roosters, Spencer, Toya, Watson, Crichton, and Collins are all out due to Origin. And for the Tigers, Truva back to fullback because that Mason got suspended. And Dewey to 5'8". He looked good at 5'8" when he jumped in there on the weekend, didn't he, against Manly? You
Not
didn't
from
see
the
that
view-
game fully? You
Not
didn't
from the
watch it?
view I was watching it, but it wasn't from the view I was watching.
I don't mind Dewey. I reckon you've got to put him at 5'8" for the rest of the year. But Roosters for me.
That's why you're on a lowly rated podcast.
Lowly.
Because your opinion.
So who would you put at 5'8"? Don't say Mason.
Fanu?
You got
No.
Luai.
Fanu's at
Luai's
7.
there.
No, I'll put Luai half.
Oh, yep.
No, Luai's got to go to
When
6.
he's not there.
And Fanu at 7.
You like Fano at 7?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's why you follow the Tigers.
That's right.
Mm.
Roosters for me.
I looked at the Roosters team today and I thought, oh, if there's ever a chance the Tigers could potentially upset them, it might be this week.
It's not.
But having said
Cancel
that,
your schedule.
then I realised that Heath Mason was out, so I'd have to take the Roosters.
Yeah, Charlie Staines back on the wing. Give me the Roosters. I never liked him. I just don't like him. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit stains.
That's all right.
He's a winger. He's a poor man's Alex Johnson.
He's definitely no Sean Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Remember he scored those 5 tries in Bathurst for Penrith, and that just kickstarted his career.
Yeah.
If that didn't happen, he would be nowhere.
Yes.
He is nowhere. He's on the wing of the Tigers.
Yeah, true. Oh.
Manly Rabbitohs. Manly $1.35 at home. Rabbitohs without Latrell, $3.30.
No changes for the Eagles and for the Rabbits. Obviously, Mitchell's out, so they're going to put Johnson to fullback. Walker's out again with a hammy, and White into 5'8". I didn't mind Tom in the centres. They sort of looked all right with Hopper at bag of fullback. So no changes. Still got Sherry there. The Eagles will get it done at home.
Foresty?
You've just put the kiss of death on them. I'm only taking them at home, Manly as well.
Mm.
No confidence.
Is there a chance you could bring him back on your team?
Once they get rid of the coach.
Okay.
I'll hopefully have my Finns jersey next week.
Good on you, Frosty.
That would be the pits.
Wow.
It kills me. Everyone's bagging the shit out of me. Don't worry.
Are you really doing it?
Until they get rid of the coach, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Get rid of the coach, I'm back.
Re-sign him.
Oh, no. Go to the
Fully.
Cowboys.
What's your tip?
I'm going to say a draw.
Nice.
Hey,
Nah.
you nearly got the draw of the Titans too.
Did
Cowboys? Yeah, close.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I bit of a what do you call it? Just a guy who likes looking into things when I'm right. I said South will get the wooden spoon at the start of the year, and you all laughed at me.
You're the
You
best.
did.
And they're not guaranteed to get it, but they're not too far off.
Mm.
Manly
Doesn't burn us, don't you worry.
Manly are okay. Manly are okay. South without Latrell, no Cody Walker. Throw them in the bin. So Manly for me. Supercoach.
Supercoach.
Posse.
Really
Right.
this week.
Try not to
Probably
put us
better
to
off.
sleep, but yeah, give us some Supercoach.
Hey, Nashy listens.
Oh, okay. Hey Nash, how are you, mate?
I reckon this week, don't do any trades. Save your trades. But if you do want to make one trade, you can still get that Kapani from the Broncos. His break-even's minus 28, and he's probably going to make you another $100,000. But save your trades, guys. Shit week. Wait for the Origin players to be back. See who
Yep.
gets injured. Done.
That's it.
That's it.
Some people call him Karapani, but that's cool.
Oh, well, that's
And who was the other one?
If that segment doesn't get the viewers up, I don't know what will.
You had another name. I was like, oh, I want to have a go at this one.
Oh,
Sound-
that.
I give
Yeah.
up. I give up on his pronunciations. Oh my god.
Has anyone got an apology for this week? Or last week?
I do. I apologise for my name pronouncing.
Thank you.
That's it.
Frosty, surely.
Nah, nothing.
Perfect citizen,
No, far from it.
fully.
I just probably like to apologise for the couple blackouts or blank screens you just witnessed in the last half hour or so. Just must be the bats or something flying above. I don't know what it is, but
It adds
Yeah.
to it for you. It
Does
adds
it?
to it, mate. Yeah, it's good.
You stay safe or out there, all right?
hopefully some keyboard cowards attack me over it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully. Well, wait till you hear what I've got to say. Apart from last week, which was an absolute disaster, I copped it from you guys and everyone else. I changed into a different camp last week, and the walls are a little bit thin. So I had some thin walls, but the guy that's next to me must be, adjacent to my beds. So our beds are together. And at 1 a.m. and 2 a.m., he gives a bit of a bang on the wall. What's this fucking guy's problem? Anyway, I've kind of figured it out over the
You're
last
flogging yourself.
3-4 days. Maybe my snoring's a little bit too loud. Anyway, I roll over and I'm sorry that I've snore a little bit. And then every time I go back to my room, I tiptoe. I make sure he's not out the front and like around. I sneak into my room and I don't hide like a mouse. And he doesn't know the worst thing. That's my permanent room. So I might be there for the next 6 months. So that's his permanent room. He doesn't know that I might snore a little bit louder than some. Anyway, I'm sorry in advance. I hope you like the show. Like and subscribe, and don't forget to take the 2.
Good on you, mate.
And don't bang the wall because it wakes me up. Okay, on to the joke of the week.
I think that's his intention.
I figured that out.
Mm.
Joke of the week.
He does.
Frosty,
He takes a new ball.
Yeah.
Usman
Righto.
Khawaja, he's
True
hopeless.
again. Did you hear about the guy giving away dead batteries? They were free of charge.
Oldie but a goodie.
You got 2?
Okay. Yep. How do you identify a bald eagle? All his feathers are combed over to one side.
That's yours.
It
No,
wasn't.
I was going to say the battery one would have been his.
Yes,
Oh,
the
but anyway.
battery was mine.
He loves a charged battery.
Mm.
Frost, fully, you can beat that.
I might struggle with this one, but we'll see how I go. It's all about delivery, and it could be quite poor.
Mm.
All right. So, young daughter says to her mother, "Mum, how come my brother's name is a zip?" And she says, "Oh, that's an interesting question. I'll tell you the reason. When I was pregnant, I had mad cravings, and I couldn't get enough of pizza. So I thought I might call my kid pizza, but no, that doesn't sound right. So I'll spell it backwards, which is zip, right?" And she goes, "Oh, okay, that's interesting." And then the kid goes, "Oh, thanks very much for that." And then the mother goes, "That's all right, Lana."
Anna.
Lana.
Lana.
He's not a forward thinker. Anyway, we'll give Vossi time to process
He hasn't
that.
got it. Go on, say it. He hasn't got it.
I'm trying to think of it backwards.
You take your time, mate.
You got it yet?
No.
Joke?
Why did the sperm cross the road? Because I put the wrong socks on this morning.
What's the these sperm jokes?
I like it when 2 jokes line up.
You're
I got-
lonely. eh?
Put one at the front. That's called the planting the seed, and I put one at the back, and
You planted the seed, all right?
it seals the deal. Okay, off to the joke master. Bossy?
How do you know when you're at a gay man's picnic? Because all the hot dogs taste like shit.
Oh, wow.
That is your best one in 2 years.
Oh, we
Did you
should have
like that?
saved
Did
it.
you? I thought that
Mm,
was pretty lame.
mm,
No, I liked it.
mm.
It left a sour taste in my mouth.
The worst part is I got hot dogs for dinner.
Go easy on the rolls.
All right, we got to pick a multi. Who's picking a multi? Anyone got a team? Shout
Eagles.
out a team.
Eagles.
Frosty, you got the Eagles. Fossy?
Frosty.
I know. I'm stopped. I don't even know you guys' names.
Roosters.
Roosters.
Raiders.
You got the Raiders, and I'll take the Dogs.
What happened to the Storm this week? Shit.
I don't know if you can trust them. I
Mm.
don't know who they're playing. I've done no research.
What was it?
Raiders.
Raiders, Roosters,
Manly,
Eagles.
Roosters, and
Dogs.
Bulldogs.
How did last week's go? No good?
One of them got up.
All about me.
So mine didn't get up. Oh, my God.
No, mine
Who
didn't
do you
get
want,
up.
Frosty? Frosty, who do you want?
Roosters.
Roosters.
Mine didn't get up, probably.
Ooh, you
Yeah,
took
that was the only one.
Eagles.
Para.
Mm.
Do
Para.
you think that Adokar was out? I was a bit fair enough.
I don't think he can call that. I think you need to let that go and let the
I thought
video
he
ref.
was out, even though I was on him. But
Oh,
yeah.
So did I. I think he was out. He was out by about a millimetre.
I
So,
wish.
you're calling it after you think you can't call it?
Nah,
No,
because,
but after you look at the video ref,
because the touch judge put his flag up, so it's a dead play. So I wish it went to video ref because that would have been really interesting.
yeah, it would have been
I
interesting.
do think he was out, but you can't.
Yeah.
If it went upstairs to try, it would have been. We would be talking about this for 20 minutes.
Well, he would have given it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you reckon?
He has
Probably
to
would've
because
changed the game.
if the linesman doesn't put his flag up, it's a try.
Mm.
Well, did he have the microphone in his
Yep.
in his flag up his bum or where?
Came
Cost
in
us
his
the
hair?
game. Cost us the game.
He kissed his sister.
Yeah, I wish.
Ooh.
All right, Fully, are you pumped?
No.
Well, you know what time it is. It's time for Fully's final thought.
Yeah, I can't believe we didn't get any feedback on that last week. Oh, do you guys like it or not?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, it was good. I
You're
fucked
the
the
best.
editing, but you know,
What did
I-
you say? You thought what?
I mucked up the editing.
Oh, did you? I
Yeah,
haven't watched it yet.
I was in a rush, and the thing is that we were late last week and we're early this week, so you know,
Yeah.
not all our big fans are tuned in yet.
So what are you saying? I'm just wasting my time doing this bit?
To a degree, but it could be funny. I might
tell you what,
make a special segment.
The banners, they're getting like an extra 300-400 views just by having that banner up.
We don't need to talk about this after on the show, but
Yeah. Thanks for the feedback, mate.
thanks, Luba Lips.
That was my final thought.
Well, if you change your banner once in a while,
We will next AGM.
you look like him. Do this.
All right.
And
So
now
this-
it's time for the final thought.
Mates who are hopeless. This is a bit like this podcast, really. Now, that's a universal comedy goldmine, isn't it? I mean, I got a few of these guys in my life. I'm looking at them right now. You know the type, the guy who tries to fix his Wi-Fi by turning the router off and on again, and then just calls the ISP because he's convinced it's them and not his own incompetence. And let's talk about the hopeless mate at the gym. You see him struggling with a treadmill like he's trying to escape buying a shout at the bar, but he's really just trying to figure out how to set the speed so he doesn't fall off the back. I swear, some of those guys think the gym is like an episode of Survivor, survival of the fittest, but mostly survival of the most clueless. Then there's the mate who's hopeless with technology. I can look at a few of them here. Here's the reason why. Are you sure you want to delete all your files? Pop-up exists. I once watched him try update his phone and he ended up deleting all his photos from 2012, his entire digital life. Now he's got a new phone and he still can't figure out how to turn on the flashlight. it's like a modern day caveman trying to use his smartphone for the first time. But you know what? Despite all their hopelessness, I got to say these mates keep life interesting. They remind us all that not everyone is meant to be a rocket scientist or a tech wizard. Sometimes the best comedy comes from watching someone try and figure out how to use a remote control for the first time. Take that to bed with you guys.
That's good.
Thank you. I appreciate
Everyone's
those.
different.
What was that?
That's
It was
why
great.
I love you boys.
That's why I can't wait to get off this show right now.
And what are you doing tomorrow? Tell us what you're doing tomorrow quickly for the big fans.
Off to the water park. Just cruising around all day.
I think
Perving on Sheilas in bikinis, hopefully. I don't know.
you're going to have a wash.
I might go in the wave pool once or twice, maybe.
Okay, so everyone in Bangkok, just watch out for that wave pool. There's some brown nuggets floating around, and take it easy. And when in doubt, take the two. And I hope your team gets flogged.
See you, boys.
Yeah.
Arrivederci.
It's like kissing your sister. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Take the two is like kissing your sister. I love it.